Hi you guys, this is Mrs. Valdivia. I'm your Chem 10 instructor, and I want to introduce our Canvas course and a quick little orientation video to help you guys succeed in the class. Okay, so here we have our home page with the recent announcements, little blurbs about me, and important information to know. So something is that all assignments have weekly due dates. Every week you have something due. So make sure you check your syllabus to know what assignment is due, cross it off your list, and move on, right? So the syllabus is very important. It has all the information that you're going to need and all the assignments and all the due dates. Okay. Next thing to note is that we use HonorLock in this class to take our quizzes and our exams. It's a nice proctoring program. It doesn't just help keep academic honesty and integrity, but it also helps in the case that if your Wi-Fi crashes, the system crashes, HonorLock will be able to record that and let me know. Well, if I click on it and to look at it, it'll let me know. So if you're telling me, hey, I had this issue, it happened, I could check HonorLock to prove that, and then we could either restart your test, or depending on how much you did and whatnot, we might make another test for you. Okay, instead of saying too bad, so sad, hey, now we have something to help you. Okay, the next thing is that the department has a strict policy on labs. So if you miss more than 2 labs or score less than 10 points on 2 or more labs, then you will receive an F on the course. Right. With that being said, it does say no exceptions. However, if there is a circumstance, so for example, lately we had the fires happen here in Southern California. Some of us got evacuated. Some of us returned back home. I'm so glad I did, and so glad my house is okay. But not all of us were that fortunate. Sometimes things like that happen in the middle of a semester. That is something the department will gladly look into and talk to you and give you better options, like, hey, maybe excuse the lab or open it up for you to take at a later time. However, everything that will go directly to the department, and they'll evaluate your case in a case-by-case basis. All right. Let's move on. Syllabus, you're going to find all your grade information. The syllabus is very long, okay? So if I go to your syllabus, it's going to look like this, okay? It tells you that you need to purchase LabFlow, purchase Achieve, and download HonorLock. It also tells you how to enroll in it. Click on Canvas, Modules, LabFlow, the Lab app, or Achieve app, whichever one. You could purchase the codes directly through Achieve or LabFlow, or you can purchase them through the bookstore. Bookstore takes a couple of days. LabFlow is a direct purchase, so you get direct access. I highly recommend that form so you don't have to wait. If you are waiting for a code, they both also offer a grace period for you guys to have. And in that grace period, you get about 7 days as you wait for your code to come in. All right. Department policy one more time. Can't miss more than 2 lab reports. Okay. Late assignments, you do get penalties. So Achieve is a 10% per day penalty for up to 1 week. LabFlow is a flat 20% penalty. So even if it's 1 hour late, 1 minute late, it's still a 20% flat penalty. So just do them early in the week, and then you don't have to worry about it. Pre-lab quizzes, exams, discussion posts are not accepted late. If you fail to complete those, you're just going to get a 0 marked on those, okay? So please plan accordingly. Manage your time and plan accordingly so that you don't get those, you don't get a 0. All right. So every assignment is weighed differently. Achieve is 30% of your grade. Discussion is 5%. Quizzes 20. Quizzes are 10%, exams are 20, and your final exam is 15% of your total grade. Okay, your letter grade is dependent on the percentage total that you obtained in the class. To know what letter grade you currently have, just go ahead and look at this and see where your percentage falls, and you'll be able to see what your current letter grade is. Okay. Basic weekly schedule. Everything opens up on Monday except for exams and quizzes. Saturday, everything is due except for exams and quizzes. Sunday, All exam and quizzes are due. Exams and quizzes open on Wednesday. So they open Wednesday and close on Sunday. Everything else opens on Monday and closes on Saturday. You get 2 attempts per quiz, 1 attempt on the test, and 1 attempt on the final exam. The schedule of your assignments are also listed very nicely. I try to make this as easy as possible to follow. So you'll notice that everything is divided in the week. Okay, so week 1, you have chapter 0 and chapter 1. This is your busiest week. It has the most assignments, so please don't freak out. You'll know the red assignments right here for chapter 0 are due on Wednesday the 5th. Okay, those are due on Wednesday the 5th. Honor Lock is also, quiz is also due on Wednesday the 5th. Discussion post is not due until Sunday. Everything else follows the same schedule as mentioned above, right? Labs and pre-labs due on Saturday, achieve work due on Saturday, Canvas discussion and quizzes due on Sunday. All right. If you see an XC next to it, that means it's extra credit. So achieve, you have weekly achieve extra credit assignments. And for your quizzes section, you'll notice that on the day of the exam, you normally would have a quiz, but that quiz has been turned into extra credit. Okay, so that quiz has been turned to extra credit. You do have 1 week off, and during that 1 week, I do not have an assignment assigned for you. Okay. Your final exam opens on May 16th and closes on May 19th. Please plan accordingly. Plan a day and schedule it. Put it into your phone, your calendar, that this is when you're going to take your final exam. Okay. As you scroll through it, you'll find a lot of other useful information that might help you throughout, like tutoring centers, counseling centers, all that is listed on your syllabus. Ooh, my connection was temporarily lost on Canvas, but it came back. Excellent. All right, so let's go to modules. Okay, on modules, you're going to be able to see a couple of different things. Lab flow isn't popped up yet. So lab flow will pop up. I have to publish it, but you'll see, for example, Achieve. Here's your ebook, so it's your online textbook that you can access. Achieve Home, just click on it to go do all your Achieve assignments after you have registered. So register first and then start doing your Achieve assignments, right? Everything you need for the certain chapters, so depending on what chapter you're on. So you'll notice chapter 1 PowerPoint lecture, that's me talking to you. Some are long, some are short. You know, it is what it is. Take notes, watch the lecture, and open up Achieve assignments at the same time, right? And as you're doing that, pause and be like, oh, you're doing Achieve, you have a question, and suddenly it's on the lecture, and you're like, phew, right there, answer it, move on. Okay, so save yourself some time and try to do them simultaneously. If you try doing everything separately, it's going to take you a while, right? Okay. Your labs also have pre-lab lectures to help guide you, okay, not to help answer the questions, that's for you to do, to critically think throughout the stuff, but to help guide you. Some of them guide a little bit more because they're more difficult, some of them guide a little bit less, okay, so you could critically think your process through it. Okay, slides only is basically what I'm lecturing on. Those are your PowerPoint slides. Okay. All of this is just your Achieve assignments. They're just posted on here for the chapter 1 stuff. They post on there. Okay, you'll notice that for chapter 2, it's the same. And chapter 3, it's the same. One of the things you'll see something like says in-class worksheets. Please ignore those. You don't have to do those whatsoever. Sometimes I put them there if you guys want to do a little bit of extra work, get extra practice, but you have plenty of that with your Achieve stuff that you're doing. But if you have nothing else to do and you want to learn a little bit more, there you go. All right. Discussion post, basically everything is a discussion by week. What do you have a question on that chapter? Do you have a question on the lab? It's credit, no credit. It is 5% of your total grade, so just get in there, ask a question, answer a question, talk to your peers. This is your library, okay? This is literally where you're gonna go and interact with your peers, get information, have a conversation back and forth about that week, what's going on that week, okay? With assignments, you could either see assignments by date or you could show by the different type. I prefer to see them by the different type. That way it just looks more organized, right? So everything from chapter 1 through chapter 4 I have posted for you guys already. So everything that's chapter 1 through 4 is posted. Okay. That's just probably where you're going to go and click and do your work and then make sure you cross it off your syllabus, right? If you don't see it here, make sure that you go look for it, right? Because it's on your syllabus. But everything is actually here. So your discussion posts, your lab flow, your achieve, your quizzes that you're doing, it should all be here ready for you to see. Okay. Your exam. You shouldn't have, okay, I was going to say you don't have anything listed here. I haven't published it. But chapters 1 through 4, everything here on your assignments, right? Quizzes, same thing. You could just access your quizzes. You saw them already on assignments. You click on them through there. You can click on them through here. It's just another way of accessing them and that work. One of the things, though, is that when you're taking your exam contains submission responses. Okay, you're going to see that submission right here where it says practice quizzes, submission work for exam number 1. So every time we have an exam, you're going to have submission work and you're going to post it here in this area. So you're not going to see it under assignments. You actually have to click on the quizzes to post and submit your work. Okay. All right. I think I've covered basically everything through our Canvas stuff. The rest of it, you can kind of look through it, whatnot. You'll notice that it has a little Zoom button on there. So if you do need to talk to me, or if I do host an office hours, because everyone's maybe asking the same kind of question, and I'll host some office hours for you guys to talk about that. You'll be able to do it through Zoom, okay? That's where you'll see it. So I don't have scheduled office hours because we only got 1.5 hours. All adjunct only got 1.5 hours for the entire semester. So I want to use them wisely, and the way I'm going to use them is by request. So you could email me, request some time to see me, and we could do, you know, a 10-minute, 15-minute session. So that way everybody, I know 15 minutes takes away a lot of time for everyone else, but I'll also try to do some things on my own time. Please email me. I will answer your emails. Don't be scared to email me, okay? There's no wrong question. If you're curious about something, if you're asking on the discussion post but you're not getting the right answer, you're still confused, email me, okay? It does take me a bit to answer the emails, anywhere between 24 to 48 hours, usually 24. So that's why I highly recommend